In the previous video, I had relocated a database from U03 to U04, and the way I copied the data files was I used the RMAN command backup as copy. A backup as copy is different from the default backup in RMAN. The default backup in RMAN is backup as backup set, which means it will backup only the used blocks. So if you have a 100 gigabyte database with only 75 gigabytes in use, a backup set will be 75 gigabytes or smaller depending on the compression it achieves. But backup as copy will always be 100 gigabytes, because it is a byte for byte copy of every data file. So let's look at the database now. This is the pluggable database that I was working upon. And this is where all the data files are currently present in U04. So if I were to go to that directory, these are my data files currently, U04, last check pointed at 1944. If I go to U03, the data files is as of May 6th when I did a copy from 03 to U04. So these data files are no longer in use, but they are still a copy of the database as of that time, 2345 on 6th May. So here it shows me list copy, shows me that I have a copy, not a backup, because list backup would mean backup set format, but list copy means copy format. The copy was done on 6th May, the data files were checkpointed on 6th May, and all the files are in U03. Okay, so I have a copy of the database currently active in U04, but copy present in U03 as of 2 weeks ago. I can try to make another copy of the database in a new location. So remember, when it copies the data files, it does not necessarily copy them in order of file number or anything. Any backup or any copy may copy the data files in any order. And this backup as copy, what I am doing now, is when the database is actually open. In the previous video, I had shown you when the database was closed and I did a copy. Now I am doing a copy when the database is open. So all my data files from U04 are being copied to U05. You can see the new location, U05, and Oracle generates a file name automatically based on the database name, the table space name, and the file number. Remember, the ORCL12C is actually the CDB name. So the data file name includes the CDB name, not the PDB name. The PDB name is what I've used in the directory format. But this is the CDB name, and this is the table space name, and this is the file number, the file ID. So if I were to list copy of the database again, it shows me that there are multiple copies. For file 16, there are 2 copies, one in U03 and one in U05. The one in U03 is as of 6th May, and the one in U05 is of 20th May. So I can actually have multiple copies of a pluggable database or any non-CDB database using the RMAN command backup as copy. And those copies can coexist with different date stamps, different checkpoint numbers, different checkpoint times. If I want to revert to my database as of 6th May, I can actually switch database to copy and then do a recover database. So if I switch database to copy of 6th May, I will be able to recover if I have all the archive logs from 6th May to the current point in time of 20th May. Now that I have a copy in 20th May, I will also be able to relocate my activity from U04 to U05. Remember, my current active schema, active data files are all in U04 for this PDB. You can see the new PDB data files are in U04. Those are all active. But if I do a list copy, I have copies in U03 on 6th May and U05 on 20th May. So I can maintain multiple copies of a PDB or even a non-CDB database. Later I will try to switch my database from U04 to U05 as I did earlier from U03 to U04. That switch will be based on will be part of a new video.